Hi guys, how's it going? First of all guys, I have to tell you how much I have missed every single one of you. And I can't tell you guys how thankful I am that you guys have been so gracious about the last week and a half or so and all of the craziness that has gone on in our household. So I wanted to give you guys a really quick recap, as well as to explain the grocery haul or lack of again there yesterday, and as well as how things are going to look for at least the next few weeks. So guys, a week ago we took a placement of 3 tiny ones on top of our current school-aged kiddo that we have placed with us right now. And yeah, I'm making use of my pickup time because I have to be here early enough to get him from school. So this is my chance to talk to you guys. Anyhow, the new kiddos are 3, 2, and 1, and we are having a blast. But guys, there is a term, and I know I'm titling the video this way too, that I want to tell you guys. I have said this in the past, especially with the respite kiddos that we've had a couple of times, but there is a concept that I have embraced. It's happy exhausted, or exhausted tired happy. I don't know. At this point, I'm tired enough. I can't even think of it. And of course, the sun's peeking out now. Guys, it is a state of being utterly exhausted, but so happy. And that is exactly where I'm at. And the last like 6 months have really taught me that little ones, having babies in the house, toddlers in the house, there's so much work, but they make me so happy. I don't know if it's just because of how rewarding everything is with little ones around. I don't know, but I am so happy tired right now that it's phenomenal. Anyhow, with that said, these little ones are taking a little bit of extra time to get adjusted to everything because each one has their own needs. They're individuals, guys. And you know, the baby, we have gotten her to start eating some foods, so she's finally happier in that way. Nap time during the day is still really rough, but nighttime is actually getting better. The other two do great at nighttime. The 2-year-old does pretty decent at nap time, but very, very busy 2-year-old. And the 3-year-old just is keeping us on our toes because she's a riot. Anyhow, like yesterday, or I shouldn't say yesterday because it was like 3 days ago, I was actually going to do the grocery haul, guys, that was going to go up yesterday. But the problem with that is we got home with the groceries, and I say we, Shawn ran and picked them up. It was just Target and Sam's Club this week, but he got home. I had teenagers at work. As soon as he got home, he had a phone call he had to step outside and take. And of course, all of the little ones like started crying and eating stuff all at the same moment. I was starting to set things up, and I finally had to just pause because I realized I was becoming very overwhelmed in that moment, trying to figure out how to do it. And I reminded myself what I've said is the children are my priority. So as much as I wanted to share that grocery haul with you guys, I couldn't. So with that said, for the next few weeks, I have decided I am going to do grocery hauls, but I'm going to change how I do it. My goal is to get back to how I've been doing it. I want to lay everything out, run through everything like in full detail. In the meantime though, because of the time it takes to set that up, what I'm going to do right now, guys, is as things get hauled in, or as they're put in the car or something, like, I'm going to figure out exactly how that's going to look. You guys have probably seen my Costco hauls where I sit there and I go through like everything in the cart while it's in the cart still. That's kind of what it's going to look like. And I will still go through totals and everything because, guys, I can do that exit later. Like, I can wait until they go to bed. I can wait until there's a quiet moment, which doesn't usually last very long, but I can do that. So that's what I'm going to do to make sure that works. I have some other videos in the works. Guys, I've been contacted by a couple of different companies to share different products with you guys that I'm so excited about. One of them I'm still waiting to hear back from again. Their stuff I'm super excited about. The other one, it's actually, the product's already being shipped to me, and I'm pretty excited about that one too. And so many things to share with you guys and all of that. As far as any questions about this placement and how long, I don't know. We never know. When kiddos come to us, they come to us until they don't need us anymore. And that is just how it is. So these guys could be here, I could say that they'll be here a few more weeks at the least. The truth is, I'm pretty sure it'll be longer than that. Like I've been telling our teenagers, I think it's safest to expect at least 3 to 6 months, and then we go from there. I don't know, because, and that's, the 3 to 6 months is based off of court time frames and how often they usually do that kind of stuff. So we'll go from there. I'm not stressing it. We are loving having them. They are hilarious. The baby had a really rough transition right away. She cried all the time and just needed that attention and that love and everything else. Like I said, we have spent the last week working with her on eating because that wasn't really a skill set that she had. And now I can proud to say, as of 2 days ago, she is eating from a spoon and she is so happy. She sings and her babble is so adorable, and we've heard her giggle now too. So guys, this is why we do this, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. So I don't even know what I've said. That is what I've got. Videos coming. Grocery hauls will happen. It took this last week for me to try to do it, and it to not work out very well for me to shift my mindset on how I'm going to do it. And yeah, I'm going to be sharing all of that. Guys, we have got a ton of birthdays. I say a ton of birthdays. It makes it sound like everybody's, but it's really not. But we do have several birthdays coming up here in the next month and a half. Not only do our youngest two have birthdays here in November, mine's here in November, and then in that time frame, in that month and a half, two of our foster kiddos, the one that's been with us as well as one of the new ones, they have birthdays coming up too. And I'm so excited to do all of that. In fact, I actually need to go call a place really quick and see about doing a party there, because with this large of a family, it can be really difficult to find a venue that actually works. Because guys, I don't know if you've ever really paid attention, but almost everywhere that does birthday parties, they have like 10 to 15 kids. That's like our family and not most of the other families we know. Like we couldn't even have 2 families for a lot of those places. So there's really not the point in that expense. So we are looking at the bigger venues. You know, if you didn't know this, it's actually possible to rent out a movie theater, and not the entire building, but like a single theater, and do parties that way. We did look at some other, like Run Wild is a place out here that is an indoor climbing gym place and all the stuff that's great for kids, but their time slots that they had available didn't work with schedules whatsoever. I know I've talked to one theater so far, and they are booked out until the middle of December, and we didn't really want to push it out that far. And they said unless we wanted it Sunday morning, which we've got church, and we're not going to ask anybody else to miss church either. So I've got some other calls to make, a few other options that I'm going to look into, but we have decided we're just going to do a giant combination birthday party. And because with quite a few people this time around, it makes sense. And normally we've been combining our youngest 2 kids anyhow. This year I was gonna separate them since Taya is actually turning 7. She'll actually be 7 here this week. So we thought we'd do our separate, but now with all the extras and whatnot. So anyhow, guys, there is that. Like I said, I am exhausted right now. Not to keep giving shout outs, but seriously, this stuff is a lifesaver at this point. I didn't even know how beneficial it would be. But that Javi coffee that I have reviewed recently, it has become like my lifeline. I still drink my tea in the morning, and I had given up coffee for the most part, but it is so quick and easy to just mix that up really quick. And I can throw it in the fridge. I just drink it straight. It doesn't really matter. I love to actually mix it up at night before I go to bed, so that way it's nice and cold. And in the morning, if I need that extra caffeine boost, I just pour myself a glass, because the canister that I use to mix it in, it makes 2 servings worth. And I love to do that. And then if I don't need that extra boost, it's actually okay sitting in the fridge for a few days. So I've got it in there and I've got it ready, but without the extra hassle of making iced coffee, which I've never cared for before. I've always liked frappuccinos and stuff, but this, it's good. That the Thai iced coffee, I put the recipe in the Javi review video if you want to check it out. So Anyhow, guys, that is where I am at. I am going to be sharing stuff. I am going to be utilizing my time during the day differently, which means more of my videos I will be getting done probably at night after the kids go to bed. But that is quite all right. There it is. Anyhow, guys, I am going to go because I think school is about to let out. In the meantime, I hope that you're having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. I'll see you in the next one.